And now I'm delighted to introduce to you Mr. Neil Willinson, who will deliver the charge to the graduates. Neil graduated from UW-Madison with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Communication Arts in 1992. He is the founder and CEO of One Heartland, a charitable organization that provides free programs and services to children and families affected by HIV/AIDS, and also to children who experience poverty, homelessness, and foster care. At the age of 15, Neil started a nonprofit organization to help the homeless at the age of 15. During his senior year at UW-Madison, he came up with the idea to create Camp Heartland, which was the original name of One Heartland. After befriending a 5-year-old boy with AIDS and witnessing the discrimination, the pain, and the sadness that this boy experienced, Neil is the creator of Journey of Hope, an AIDS awareness program in which children affected by HIV/AIDS share their experiences with school groups, religious organizations, and community audiences. Fundamental in every project that Neil Willinson leads is the belief that all people have value and that we should follow our hearts to work for a brighter future. This past spring, Neil received one of the Wisconsin Alumni Association's Forward Under 40 Awards, which recognizes leadership and social activism in alumni under 40. And a year ago, he was named one of GQ Magazine's Men of the Year. Join me in welcoming Mr. Neil Willinson.
Thank you, thank you. Let's give an ovation to an incredible chancellor for an amazing year and a half that she's been here. We thank you for your great work, Chancellor Martin. Graduates, how you doing? Let's applaud for you. Come on, applaud. How you guys feeling? You guys excited? I'm excited for you. So, Chancellor Martin, I thank you for that introduction, but I think you set me up for failure, actually, by mentioning that GQ Man of the Year award. 7,000 people heard you mention that and expected George Clooney or Brad Pitt to walk out on stage, and all you get is little old me from Grafton, Wisconsin. Now, I hate to disappoint, but while Brad Pitt and George Clooney might have the leading man looks and the fame and fortune, I have something they don't have. Do you guys want to know what it is? I have a degree from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. And moments from now, you will as well, and I salute you for that. I'm not here today as an extraordinary man. I'm not a great scholar. I'm not a professor. I'm not a politician. I'm not a poet. I'm not an artist. I'm simply a person who pursued a dream of helping one child who was living with AIDS. And I'm a person who believes that each of us has the ability, the obligation, and the privilege of helping others. I have found that if you answer the call and give of yourself to others, I guarantee you will be fulfilled beyond your imagination. 17 years ago, when I graduated from UW in communication arts, my life plan was to be an actor. I was going to make movies and make millions. Well, 2 decades later, I've never really been in a Hollywood movie. But I'm proud to be a character in the lives of thousands of children with HIV and AIDS. And although I have not accumulated vast monetary wealth, I'm proud to say that I've been greatly enriched by the children of Camp Heartland. When I think about the things for which I am most grateful, I immediately think of my wife and my 2 children. In fact, today, my daughter Alana is with us, and she celebrates her 5th birthday right now today. Yeah, happy birthday, Alana. I love you, darling. Alana has the blessings of great health and a loving family and extended family. But sadly, these are blessings that are denied to a lot of children. In 1991, when I was a student here, I met little Niall Sandine. He was a little boy with AIDS, and like my own daughter, he was a curious, kind-hearted 5-year-old child with big dreams. In fact, his biggest dream was to become a teenage mutant Ninja Turtle. It was challenging for me to help him with that goal. But after seeing firsthand the discrimination, the isolation, and the cruelty that he experienced related to his status as a young boy with HIV, I found my real cause, my passion. The dream of creating a safe haven like One Heartland for children like Niall could not have come to fruition without the active involvement of thousands of generous people across this country, including many right here at UW. So I thank this university for 17 years of partnership. And while I'm certainly grateful to the university for all the things that I learned here, I've learned the most valuable lessons from the children with AIDS from One Heartland who were not expected to live, and they knew it. So they lived their lives differently, with more urgency, with more impact, with more zeal, with more gratitude. These children have taught me that despite great adversity, there is a power of human achievement. I've seen time and time again that human beings, even the youngest of children, have the ability to overcome seemingly insurmountable odds to find value, meaning, and happiness. Niall Sandine's inner strength and survival makes me believe in the power of human achievement. I'm thrilled to report that despite the grim predictions from his physicians that Niall would not live to see his 10th birthday, he's alive. My inspiration's 23 years old. He's healthy, he's married, and he's attending seminary with the goal of becoming a minister in the Lutheran Church. There really are reasons for hope. Then there's my dear friend Mark Zatirka, who makes me believe in the power of human achievement. Born with hemophilia, a blood clotting disorder, Mark acquired both HIV and hepatitis through the treatments that were intended to save his life. Well, I know Mark has suffered greatly. He's now married as well and living a productive life. In his own words, Mark said, "I know what I've gained, and I know what I've lost. I've lost my health, the ability to play sports, the memory of what it's like to not feel sick and tired, the ability to straighten my arms, and possibly the opportunity to live a long life. But what have I gained? I've gained knowledge. I know that even though I may not have the quantity of days I wish I had, I do have control over the quality of my days." Despite living with 3 life-threatening illnesses, Mark not only survives, but he lives, and he inspires, and he's happy. Alex Scott makes me believe in the power of human achievement. In the year 1996, she was born with neuroblastoma, a particularly vicious and tragic form of childhood cancer. Alex underwent years of painful cancer treatment. She lost her health, her hair, and much of her childhood, but she did not lose the ability to achieve and to dream. Sitting in the hospital at age 4 with great childhood idealism, Alex told her parents that she wanted to have a lemonade stand to raise money for cancer research. So a few months later, with the help of her loving family, this 4-year-old girl had her little lemonade stand. As word spread throughout the community, over $2,000 was raised in just one day. Friends, the world lost little Alex in 2004 when she was just 8 years old. But before she died, Alex's lemonade stand held all across the United States raised over $1 million for cancer research. Her parents, Liz and Jay Scott, have preserved her legacy through their founding of the Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation. They told me last week that over $25 million has been raised in inspiration, in legacy of this little girl. If a 4-year-old little girl can find her cause, follow her heart, and pursue and fulfill her dream, certainly it's fair to expect each of us to contribute to society in some fashion as well. Being at this world-class university makes me believe in the power of human achievement. From James Thompson's stem cell work to Professor Harold Shoaib's ability to share literally thousands of African stories. We have such talent and such accomplishment here, but even more potential. Right here before me are 1,000 graduates, and you all have the ability and the potential and desire to reach your dreams. All I ask is that along the way you make some time for others. All I ask is that you're engaged with the world around you. Find your cause, find your purpose, find your passion, and carry on. So graduates, I'm not asking you to radically alter your career and life plans. If you're going to be a teacher, you can teach for America, or you can teach at a private university. The choice is yours. If you're going to be a lawyer, you can work for legal aid, or you can work for corporate America. The choice is yours. If you're going to be a physician, you can be a doctor without borders or a doctor at a major hospital. Again, the choice is yours. There is no right or wrong decision. Pursue whatever career path you desire. All I ask is at the end of the day to look in the mirror and ask yourself, is there something more that you can do for others? I'm certain there is, and I'm certain that each and every one of you will heed the call. The choice is yours. I want to conclude with a true story that took place at the first Camp Heartland camp session in 1993. In the early years of our summer camps for kids with AIDS, we had candlelight vigils the last night of camp. The majority of kids could never share their HIV secret with anyone outside of camp. So on the last night of camp, 150 campers and counselors and parents gathered by a hillside on the lake where children as young as 5 years old could take the microphone and say whatever it was that they wanted to share from their heart. One little girl, I remember her saying, "My mom is in heaven with Mufasa, the Lion King." As the vigil ended, campers embraced counselors, brothers hugged their sisters. After the children went to bed, the parents remained on the lakeside where they began sharing their own stories. As one mother saw the diminishing flame of her candle, tears filled her eyes, wax dripped between her fingers. She thought about her 14-year-old son, Grant, who was living with AIDS and wasn't doing very well, and she quietly said, "This candle is getting shorter and shorter and shorter." And there were a lot of tears because everybody knew what she meant. Thank goodness, out of the shadows emerged a little boy who had hemophilia and had AIDS. He snuck out of his cabin. He marched down to the bottom of that hillside. He took the microphone and took what remained of her candle. And he took a moment of sorrow and turned it into a moment of hope. And he said, "You know what? You're right. The candle is getting shorter, but it still burns. It still glows. It still provides light. There's hope. There's hope for me yet." That little boy was right. Graduates, before me, there is such potential. It leaves me with such hope for brighter tomorrows. You have my utmost respect. I thank you for the tremendous honor of being with you today. I believe in each of you. Forward motion in On, Wisconsin. Congratulations. Thank you.